Hi, this is Peter Dance Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your Aries tarot reading for May 2020. So that's Aries May 2020. So let's just see what we get here for you. Sort of start off kind of generally what's going on around you, Aries, at the moment. Okay. So I thought today it's a beautiful day. I'll sit in the garden, got the sunshine, the fresh air, and it would be just nice, won't it, to do a lovely spiritual reading. Right, okay, so let's see what we get here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll just start off with an overview first of what's going on around you, Aries. Ooh, and you, Aries, you're a fire sign. And here you are coming out here right in the center. So it just feels like now, you Aries, you're going to start to get a little bit like what I call stronger within yourselves, and you can start standing up for yourself now and speaking your mind a little bit more. And also some of you can start to get a little bit more ambitious. Now when I say ambitious, that doesn't necessarily mean it's got anything to do with your careers. It could be just generally around you, wanting to do more and achieve more within family, work, money, home, things like that. It's like you're coming forward feeling a bit more empowered, and I feel as though that's good. So it just feels like just keep doing what you're doing and you're going to be on the right path. It just feels like here at times, it's like sometimes I feel like I'm holding on to things a little bit now, like a bit of negative energy around me, and I need to start to let that go a little bit now and start to have a little bit of a fresh start and a new beginning for the future. And also with that as well, I seem to be drawn to money. I just feel like I've got to start sort of looking at my money. It's not like you've got to hold too tightly, you've got to enjoy your life a little bit. But I feel like we have got to start to look towards the future a little bit now and start to put things aside for the bigger picture. So whether that's sort of focusing on retirement or that house that you want or the car, you know, if you can start to put some money aside instead of borrowing everything, you know, it sort of makes everything that little bit easier. And talking about easier, it's like here I am trying to sort of balance out my life and finances now as I move forward. So I feel as though that's a really good way of looking at things now as you move forward, trying to get that balance right. And we all know balance is never perfect or easy, but as long as we get it as near as damn it, that's what it's all about. And as we do that, you've got your Wheel of Fortune coming in here, basically saying, look, everything will start working out quite nicely for you. So it just feels though we've got the will, we've got the empowerment, you know, we've got the money. It's like everything seems to be coming together. You know, there are a few little hindrances, but nothing that we can't overcome with this empowerment. So it just feels like we just got to have this like self-belief now to get out there. But generally now, you've got to focus on your lives now. It's all about potential. The potential to make things happen, the potential to change things, the potential for new things to come in. And sort of crossing that is your beautiful star card. So this is all about your hopes, your wishes and dreams. It feels like it's there for you now, generally right across the board. I do feel like some of you got to start looking after yourselves a little bit more, because you've got your healing coming in here. So if you can just take care of yourselves, eat properly, drink properly, sleep properly, perhaps get a little bit of exercise in, I just feel that that could be good for your mentality and well-being. Because although you're feeling a little bit ambitious, you are feeling a little bit drained as well, like you're a bit run down, like you've got no energy. So this is what you've got to focus on now, sort of getting your life in balance, looking after yourself, because if you don't look after yourself, you can't get all these things done that you want to do. So this is what you've got to start to focus on a little bit, but bit by bit you'll get there. Now I have got some of you feeling a little bit guarded, a bit protective of yourselves about certain situations, and I just feel so fine, you know, protect yourself a little bit, but you've got to sort of open yourself up now to these new thoughts and ideas, these new opportunities that are coming around you, and then as you embrace it, it's all there. And I feel like some of you have got to be there for family a little bit more, which is great. But I just feel as though, you know, it's good to be there for family, but do bear in mind you've got things to sort out yourself as well. But I feel like there's decisions here to be made with family. But we'll have a look at all these different things in a bit more detail. So everything's looking quite interesting. Right, so let's have a focus on relationships. Right, okay. Right, so those of you are in relationships now, it's like it just feels though you've just got to sort of choose wisely now about sort of how you progress and move forward a little bit, because it's like you're doing a bit of reflecting of where you're at. And I just feel as though this is about sort of wanting to bring some changes in. You've got to get you better off to kind of listen to you a little bit, sort of being a little bit perhaps more thoughtful towards your needs and your desires a little bit. And then as you do that, it's great. Some of you will be setting goals for the future, things that you want to do and achieve, like sort of like a bucket list, I suppose, if you want to call it that. Things that you want to be doing. And also I feel like you're doing a lot of reflecting of the situation that we're all in at the moment in this world, and how that's going to sort of affect you moving forward, because I feel like it's put a toll on relationships. It's like I feel so the good relationships, it's made you better and stronger, and the ones that are a bit weak, it's like you've really been able to see each other for who you are, and I feel as though it could put a strain on that. So I just get this feeling as if to say, you know, if you're not working quite right, then I feel like you may sort of let things go and move off in a different direction. Excuse my dog there, barking a little bit. That's the joys of when you're working in the garden, isn't it? Okay, so basically now it's about standing your ground of what you want. And I feel so those of you that are single and looking for a partner, you've got to start to learn to trust, because I feel like sometimes you don't trust very easily. But as you focus on your wishes and dreams, it's saying, look, happiness and joy can come in for you. In other words, you will meet people as you start to move forward. You may sort of connect with social media a little bit at first, but then I feel like, you know, you will be back out there connecting with people and making fresh starts and new beginnings for the future. But I just feel as though now, try and focus on relationships now for how you can balance each other out, and not sort of for what you can get. I'm not saying any of you are thinking like that, but I do feel like sometimes we're looking for certain things, and I feel as though that's great, but sort of security or looks, it doesn't always make a relationship work. So try and sort of say, look, do we connect with each other? Are we doing okay together? Do we have that lovely kind of personality? And that could really override everything, you know, that's important. And I feel so, and that's the way you should perhaps look at things a little bit. So if relationships haven't worked out in the past for you, question things a little bit, reflect. It's a good time to do that, so when you go out there and you start looking, you know what you're after. And I feel so that would be really good. So start to sort of think a little bit about where you're going and where you're heading. But overall, I feel so May is definitely a month of reflecting on what you want. Okay, right, so let's have a look at work and career. Right. Okay, so here you are coming out as the ambitious person, wanting to do more and achieve more. You can perhaps do a bit of reevaluating with your career, where you're going, and you perhaps might be thinking about wanting to do something different or move up the ladder a little bit, and I just feel as though that's definitely all there for you. But sometimes it's like you're coming in sort of trying to get the balance right, or wanting everything to be just so, and I feel this is telling you now to come out your comfort zone. But it's also the justice card of backing you up, as if to say whatever it is you're looking for, you will get it, you'll achieve it, and you'll have success, which is great. But do focus on resting yourself a little bit. Don't go steaming in 100 miles an hour, because I just feel so, again, I've got you feeling a little bit drained and a bit run down. So focus on some time out to sort of build your strength up a little bit, and then as you do that, that will be good. But I just feel as though some of you are not exactly happy in what you're doing, and this will be a great time to make some changes. But I just feel as though whatever you do, don't let it keep going round and round in your head. I feel like whatever your fears are to do with work, it says they're unfounded. So in other words, it doesn't mean your worries or concerns are not real. It's just a bit like saying, well, look, where there's a will, there's a way. You can get what you want, you can get there, you can achieve it. it's all there for the taking. But what you mustn't do now is overthink it. You've got to get on with things now. It's time to get out there now and make it all happen. And then I feel like for some of you, you've been letting certain situations going, and you can be bringing in the new, which is going to be great. But whatever you do, don't worry about money. Money's going to be absolutely fine. So you've just got to get out there now, embrace everything, and just go for it. So that feels really, really sort of exciting there. Okay, with career. Right, let's have a look at money. Okay, money isn't coming out negative here at all. It's telling you to sort of put your foot in the water here and try different things. You know, it could be giving you more earning potential. When it comes to family, they may be wanting a bit more from you, and if you can give, great, but if you can't, don't sort of push yourself. Finances are in limbo a little bit, but aren't we all at the moment? We're all sort of trying to make plans, but we can't sort of fulfill them at the moment. Maybe some of us can, some of us can't. So do sort of be patient, sort of trying to get money and finances sorted out as you move forward. But you've got your victory card, so you will come out the other end with it all. But what you mustn't do is get pulled in different directions over finances. You've got to sort of really focus, put things in place, and don't shy away from it. Now is the time not to dibble with money. You've got to be clear of what you're doing and where you're going, and implement it. So in other words, you don't make mistakes, because in these difficult times you need to know what you're doing and just get on with it and sort it out. Okay, so all you've got to do now is have the strength of your convictions with finances a little bit. But money isn't coming out neither good nor bad. It's just a bit stuck in the middle, which isn't a bad place to be with finances. Okay, right, let's have a look at health. Okay, so with health, if you do plan anywhere, you're going anywhere in the near future, make sure you've got all your injections tip top, so to speak. This is regime change, so you may start to think about either diet or exercise in some kind of way, so that's good. But don't sort of go OTT with it, you know, do it gently, calmly, get the best out of it, and don't go setting goals too mad. So in other words, do it nice and slowly and calmly, and you'll be fine with it. Okay, perhaps keep an eye on your middle back aching a little bit, or your back of your neck. Some of you may be thinking about fertility and birth, and whatever you do plan with your health, just feels like, you know, you'll reap the benefits of it. So overall, health's not too bad there, so that's good. All right, let's see what's going on with family. Okay, so with family, it's like I just get the feeling now there's the sort of potential of fresh starts and new beginnings, the way you connect with family, because here we've got fresh starts. Some of you could be focusing on a new home because there's a gateway there, or it could be out of family. Feel like, again, we've got to start sort of saving money. So whether it's not giving money away too easily, looking after what you've got, or you're just generally trying to keep hold of it and not flitter it away in these difficult times. With your own family, again, you've got to get balance in, you know, to do with finances, money, and things that we need to be doing, and also out of family, trying to be there for them as well. But overall, things are looking optimistic for the future, and we will get back on track the way we need to be with family. I also feel as though a young child here that I'm being drawn to is growing up, and I feel like they're a bit frustrated that they can't do things the way they want to at the moment. So you've just got to explain it to them, reassure them, you know, you're not trying to be awkward, everybody's in the same boat, and, you know, just try and find a way where they can connect and do things, but do it safely. And then I feel like as you do that with them, then hopefully they'll calm down, and just give them a little bit of freedom in certain ways, you know, but, you know, obviously within the means and the restraints of what you've got. Okay, so that's good. Okay, Right, and let's just see if there's anything now. Let's just have a look around the home. Let's see what's going on around the home with you. Okay. Yeah, so I feel home life will blossom and grow. We're feeling a little bit negative because if you look at the desert land there, it's like we're all feeling a bit down at the moment, stuck in the homes. But we've got the slow positive growth here, so we will get back to some kind of normality slowly but surely. And there's going to be little setbacks on the way, but as long as we cut through all the crap and sort it out, you know, bit by bit, we'll get there. You've just got to pay attention to what's going on around you. Some of you may be thinking about a house move, and you just got to communicate, connect with the internet to help you find the information you're looking for, and gradually it's like we're all coming to an end of a cycle and a new one's beginning. But it doesn't feel too negative, whether it's to do with your home or home life. I feel like, you know, we will get back on with things and pick things up a little bit, so that's really, really good. Just trying to see if there's anything else I've got to focus on. Okay, let's see what your angels are saying. Okay, so somebody you've got to forgive here, and I just feels with that, I don't feel like as if to say you've got to go and forgive them like straight to the face, but you can just do it up here, just let the energy go. Then as you do that, it's like you can drop that burden and you can focus on what you should be doing, and then it helps you to open up emotionally as you move forward, and have the confidence now to get out there now and start making things happen for yourself. So I just feel that that's really, really good. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's made sense to you. Just a little insight as well, this is how I do my video recorded reading, so it's like I'm here focusing on your life, but it would be a little bit more personal to you. And these readings start from something very simple, from £3 to a more in-depth reading up to £32. So if you're interested in having a reading, please get in touch with me, or have a look at my website, peterdartsclairvoyant.co.uk. All right, so have a great month, stay safe, and tune into the next one. Thanks very much for listening. Bye bye.